Welcome back to class. I am your professor, Naya Abernathy, here at the Dignity Ambassador Academy, and I am super glad that you are here with me. We are in our Learning Lab 3, exploring dignity and adult social emotional learning. And before we get into the lesson, we have got to lay our foundational concept of dignity. And dignity is the intrinsic worth and value each being carries that cannot be taken away. You've got it, I've got it, folks you know have it, folks you don't know have it. The more than human world has it. Birds, trees, water, plants all have dignity, and you're here because you're curious about what kind of world we can build on the foundation of dignity. And today, since we are exploring dignity and the 5 SEL competencies that we find at castle.org, today we were talking about dignity and responsible decision making. Now, this is a callback to a class that's called It Ain't Just You Boo. That's class 107. And it really talked about the dignity effect and how if you see dignity in yourself, but you don't see dignity in others, then whatever you see in yourself is not actually dignity, because dignity is marked and underlined by connection. And so as a reminder, you are worthy of choosing well-being. You're worthy of that. You are worthy of exploring possibilities and choosing towards the well-being of you and the whole. Responsible decision-making is less about getting something right, and it's more about remembering who you are. You are creative and innovative. You are connected and intuitive. And when we remember this, then individually and collectively, we can be conscientious and influential. So how do you practice this? How do we practice dignity and responsible decision making? This practice is just going to be a check-in. You can check in just with yourself, taking a few moments. You can write it down in your journal. You can check in with somebody else. But it really is a check-in. When you are thinking about the world that you want, when you're imagining you're flourishing, when you're exploring possibilities, who is there with you? Who's there as you're imagining, building that world in your imagination? Who's with you? And then ask, who's not there? Who's not with me? And this is not about judgment. There's no judgment. You're just noticing. This is just noticing. You're like, why is this a practice around responsible decision making? Because that helps you to know who else is informing how you make decisions, sometimes unconsciously. So a lot of this is just bringing your awareness into what is influencing that decision making that you're having as you are imagining what you're wanting in the world that you're longing for, and maybe who's not influencing that. And then you get to make decisions on if any of that needs to change. And doing that in light of the reality that dignity is not something that just you have, but all of us have it. And what does that mean as we imagine a world and we start moving towards that based on the decisions that we make for ourselves and within the collective, right? So go forth and imagine the flourishing, explore those possibilities, and I will see you in the next class.